Hey guys, welcome back. So till now we have discussed two types of linked list, that is single linked list and circular single linked list. Hope the concept of both of them are clear. Now in this video let's talk about the third type of a linked list, that is double linked list. Now before we start learning double linked list, let's quickly once again see how single linked list is different from a double linked list. So in case of single linked list, we saw that we have a head and a tail, and we have multiple nodes. Each of these nodes points to the next node in the list. So if we take node 2, it points to node 3. Node 3 points to node 4. But there was no way node 3 can point back to node 2, or node 4 can point back to node 3. Now why do we need that? We need it because in a single linked list the problem is we can only traverse towards right. We cannot go towards left. So if we want to traverse from node 6 to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we can't do that. So this is one limitation. So to overcome this limitation, we have double linked list. So as we can see here, a double linked list is having a head and tail, which is exactly similar as single linked list. But the only difference is the nodes. We see a value in the node which is same as single linked list. We see the next reference which is again same as single linked list. But the previous reference is the new thing that has been added in double linked list. So this allows us to go from node to node 1, and similarly from node 4 we can traverse to node 3, from node 3 we can go to node 2, and so on. So now that we have understood on a very high level that how is single and double linked list different from each other, now let's see how we can create a double linked list. Now creation of a double linked list is extremely simple. All that we have to do is we have to declare a head reference and a tail reference. Once that is done, we create a blank node. Now the next step is we insert some value in this node. Let's say we want to save number 10. So this is done. Now since this node is the first and the last node in the list, the next reference should be initialized with null. Similarly, the previous also should be initialized to null because there is no other node previous than this, as this is the first node. Now the next step is we have to connect head and this node. So let's say the address of this node is 111. So all that we have to do is we have to insert 111 in head. So this will automatically create a reference between head and node. Similarly, since this node is the last node in this list, we have to insert 111 in tail. So this will again create a reference between tail and node. So this is how we create a double linked list. Now let's see how does the algorithm for this looks like. So the algorithm is extremely simple. The name of the method is create double linked list. It takes the value that needs to be stored in the node. Then it creates a blank node and inserts the value in that node. Then it creates a connection between head and the node, which we did here. Similarly, it creates a connection between tail and node, which we did here. And finally, node.next and node.previous, both of them are set as null because there is no node after this node or there is no node before this node. So both of them should be null. So now that we have understood how to create a double linked list, let's see what is the time and space complexity of this algorithm. So creation of a blank node is a constant time operation. Inserting a value again is a constant time operation, and then updating some of the reference variables, all of them are constant time operation. So when we add all of this, we get order of 1 time complexity. Similarly, space complexity is order of 1 because we might be using some temporary variables when we are writing the actual code, nothing more than that. So the space complexity becomes order of 1. Now one important thing to note here is that if we compare double linked list with a single linked list, the entire algorithm remains exactly same. The only difference that we see here is node.previous, because now we have a previous element also in every node, which was missing in case of single linked list. So with that, we come to end of this video. In the next video, let's try to understand how to insert a new node in a double linked list. Thanks for your time. See you in the next video.